if it floats your boat. And beyond that, I did want to just make mention of a couple of texts that came in. Someone was saying thank you so much for the shout out to Leo. He was a dear friend and it meant a lot to hear. It's a big loss. Thank you for your text and my commiserations for the loss of Leo to everyone, that's especially the people that have got that news via this program this afternoon, because I know how much of a shock it must be. Also to Shaz from Gladesville, who was requesting some Neil Young and wishing me well on my trip to Cyprus and such. We have that queued up for you. We're not going to go to it yet, but we will try and squeeze it in before the end of the program. Right now, we are instead going to go to something live with the aforementioned Toecutter, a man who is rarely in town these days. He's been based up in Nimbin, outskirts of Nimbin. Yep. It's Ponyland, the name of his establishment, if you ever want to go there. It is a home, a private home that many people from around the world tend to stay in. So we're making the most of this particular breeze through Sydney. Toey was playing last night at... That mic is gravitating away from you there, Dave. You might have to take care of it.
I got it.
Yeah, what was that warehouse called that we were at last night?
It doesn't officially have a title,
Isn't
but
it's something like Two Lice.
Two Flies.
Two Flies
was its title, I think, in times before. But
I see.
Some of the Two Flies crew moved on, in my understanding.
I don't think I've ever even been in there before. It's great.
Right. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe we were so lucky to get that space.
Man, I mean, the whole building felt like a speaker from the outside. And
Wow.
the inside really did.
Yeah.
It was just good to have that kind of cabinet of monstrosities in terms of audio. And all I caught was a bit of Lucy Cliché's set and yours. But Chris Lego played... Did Melt Unit play last night too?
He did. Yeah. His set was probably my favourite.
Right.
He's like, his take on rave is so good and deep. Yeah,
I would like to hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we will be listening to something sort of quasi-rave at the end of our live bracket here by your recommendation. What's the name of those guys that visited from the States with their rave up regularly? The two fellas that were good mates of yours.
Captain Ahab.
Captain Ahab. Now they're not together anymore, are they?
That's true. They're no longer together. But you need to know that the producer from Captain Ahab, Jonathan, is now working as clipping. Clipping is like...
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Would I lie? Would I lie about this?
Are you kidding me? He's part of clipping.
Yeah, it's him and
a vocalist.
No, there's a vocalist and then there's another guy,
so three.
William. There's three of them. Yeah.
That is mind blowing. Do you know that one clipping song was the only track in my experience of this station that was ever banned, and I was outraged by it. Absolutely outraged. It was Wriggle, the song Wriggle, which is a brilliant tune.
Yeah. And
what had given everyone panic stations pause here was it was actually on the playlist, which was super, brilliantly true FBI, radical playlisting.
Yep.
But apparently there were a few complaints about the imagery on the cover and the perception that was about a non-consensual sexual situation. In actual fact, I think it was far more fetish-based and a power play. And that was apparent from the image itself because it was fetish wear.
Yep.
And knowing the singer's politics as stated, I thought that it was a really reactionary dumbing down of their motivations to assume that it was sort of just male abuse. And nothing in the history of clipping since has changed my mind on that. I'm still a massive fan of that group and that song. And I don't think it should have been banned. I don't think anything should really be banned for a start. I think it should be up to individuals to make those decisions. But, what you said, knowing those guys from Captain Ahab and not knowing that he was a member of that trio, and they're going from strength to strength. So that is fantastic to hear.
Yeah. They're also threatening to get me to support them on their Australia tour when they come out.
Oh, are they coming out?
They've got a new album, and they've been.
Well, it's been playlisted again, I believe.
Yeah.
I think at least something got onto it, into the matrix here. I mean, that was times gone by. So yeah, I mean, hopefully everyone's a little more worded up on the gradations these days. But that is fantastic news that they're coming out, man.
Well, look, I don't want to say they are coming out, but I know that they're really keen to come. Like I've been in conversation with them for like the last 6 years about them coming out.
Oh well, can you just try and lobby for them to be in Sydney on a Saturday so we can get them in here? Oh, that would be a remedy.
Yeah.
Not just me playing the song, but them. Bring it on. Yeah. All right. Well, look, we've caught you between that gig last night and what you're doing tonight up in the mountains. Just tell us briefly what that is.
So it's called Rave Church, and I believe it's being held in a church in Katoomba.
I didn't know the address meant nothing to me. It's just a street address, but it made me. Yeah, I'm used to so many bush doofs from the noise heads up there that. Swift and such that I sort of expected to be in a cave. Then the street address made me think, well, this is civilized.
Well, I only wish that Swift was going to be there, but he's loving it up in Greece at the moment.
He's in Greece. It's so weird, but he's not going to be there by the time I get there.
He's got a lot of shows. He's doing a lot of touring in Europe for the next few months.
And you're headed off tomorrow.
I am. Yeah, I'm going to Amsterdam tomorrow to play this thing called Amsterbang, which is like a club night. Yeah.
And how many dates are you doing in how many countries?
I think I've got like 9 shows in 5 countries, something like that. I'm going to Berlin twice.
Wow.
I'm playing in Paris, Lyon, Geneva, Antwerp. Bristol and Amsterdam. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, look. How long has it been since you've been touring? Like at all?
I went to Europe twice last year.
Did you? Jesus,
yeah.
So you've been really active. You just haven't been in Sydney much. You've just
not
been
in
mainly
Sydney.
Overseas.
And I actually haven't been recording. I've been doing a lot more stuff. I've been concentrating a lot more on my live stuff. And,
I could tell that last night. It feels like it's. I mean, while it was a throwback to the Toecutter I knew, it was certainly no betrayal of that kind of energy and inventiveness and sabotage and piss takes.
Yeah.
It just seemed to be on a more sophisticated level, really. Somehow, if you can have a more sophisticated piss take of sound. But I guess we'll let our listeners decide for themselves.
Sure.
Those that haven't heard Toecutter before, well, you're in for something now, and those that have, as I mentioned before, well, you'll be able to see if there has been any change or not. But this is such a refreshing concatenation of audio to hear on a dance floor. I just like, it's weird. I was saying on the way out, I hate all those ADD DJs, like, yacht club DJs or whatever, even too many DJs for all their skill. I find it frustrating when DJs just do this. Here's 2 bars of your favorite song and another and another and another. It's just, it's like just popping lollies into your mouth non-stop or something, and even though you're cutting up miniature bits of so many different things, I think it's the fact that you're not really giving people, you're teasing people most of the time and withholding the sugar or aborting it or in some way torturing it.
Maybe I haven't taken the wrapper off the lolly.
Yeah, maybe not. You're still trying to ram it down someone's throat. So, you're in for something. Get ready for it. This is going to be Toecutter live on FBI for the next 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
You might see different bodies, but we're all one mind, one spirit. And wherever we are, none of us will be free until every single one of us is out. I love the feeling in the air. I love the feeling.
These are not just academic exercises. We're not analyzing the media on Mars or in the 18th century.
At Bankstown and at Newtown, we made the cops feel sore. We fought well, and they got hell as we met them at the door.
Go to work. Go to work, go home, go shopping, go to work, go home, go to the movie, go to bed, go shopping, go.
Walking free in harmony. One fine day we'll fly away. Don't you know that Rome wasn't burnt in a day? Hey, hey, hey.
What makes you think that it's going to happen now, that the world is going to change and everyone's going to love one another and so on and so forth?
That's a very good question. I don't think I could stop it, or you could stop it, or anybody could stop it. The rave music was designed by the electronic culture that was started by the computer generation, and you can't stop it now. Once it's already up and started and running, you can't stop it. It's just like the internet. There's no way you could stop the internet. So the music, which is technology-based, it's electronic music, is going to go on forever.
All of the DJs surely have taken a lesson. Start talking trash and I'll come with my Smith & Wesson.
Language warning.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Let's go party, let's go party. Come on. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
You and
Go to work. Go to work. Go to work.
Go to work.
Go to work.
Go to work.
Go to work.
Go to work, go home, go shopping, go to work, go home, go to the movie, go to bed, go shopping, go to work, go home, go shopping, go to work, go home, go to the movie, go to bed, go shopping, go to work, go home, go shopping, go to work, go home, go to the movie, go to bed, go shopping, go to work, go home, go shopping, go to work, go home, go to the movie, go to bed, go shopping.
You might see different bodies, but we're all one mind.
Go to bed, go shopping, go to work, go home, go shopping, go to work.
Day after day, I must face a world of strangers where I don't belong, and that it's wrong. It's nice to know that there's someone I can turn to who will always care. You're always there when there's no getting over that rainbow. When my smallest of dreams won't come true, I can't take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day without
Jesus.
I'm glad you found God at long last.
He's in all of us all the time,
This
Simon.
is true. I realise this, Dave. I do. And that was Toecutter live on the air here at Free Broadcast Incorporated 94.5, a community station seeking to, well, bind together the disparate threads of our society in sound. And what a romantic experience that was for all of us, I'm sure. Toecutter will be found tonight in some outreach capacity in the Blue Mountains. He's come all the way from Nimbin to look after you guys. He might have been feeling a little kind of, I don't know, outside the loop. But he'll be bringing you in at Rave Church tonight, where not only Toecutter but Null Hypothesis,
yes,
who you've got massive raps on.
I'm so excited about Null Hypothesis.
Yeah,
she's from Melbourne. She's been doing it a long time, and she's really come into her own. I played a show with her at a bar called Gummo in Melbourne this year, and she's smashed it, and she's just got so much personality, and her music is really amazing. She's doing a lot of work with, like on the Game Boy, and then she's like, I don't know how else she's doing her production, but like, yeah, just the vibe of her music on the dance floor is so what I'm about.
Yeah, awesome, man. And beyond that, Bint, Noise Hate Noise, Infector, Killjoy, Melt Unit, Earwax Jam versus Gelido. It is taking place possibly in a church. It's at 124 Junction, Katoomba. Junction Street, Junction Avenue. I don't know. That's just what it says. 7 till 1 a.m. tonight. So get along there to Rave Church if you're in the mountains, or if you fancy a little trip up high, because it'll be a mighty fine thing. Now, before we go, Dave, you did have this suggestion, because you're out of here, in case you tuned in just then. Toecutter is off to Europe tomorrow, to Amsterdam, Berlin, and many other places. Passenger of Shit, who's normally the man staging these events in the mountains, he's himself in Europe at the moment. Are you going to coincide at all?
Yeah, absolutely. We're playing like 3 shows together. I'm psyched. So the track that we're going to play next is from this label called Suckpuck Records, and I bumped.
Where are they out of? The Ukraine?
They're from the Ukraine, yeah.
Right,
so
Odessa.
I bumped into them in about this time last year, and we traded CDs, and I was like, oh, it's really sweet guys, really love them. Had no idea how much I was going to love this compilation.
Right.
It's called FUK The Borders, and you can find it.
We already gave a language warning.
Okay.
Oh, it really is called that.
Yeah, it is. yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I get you.
And yeah, the mashup of like rave and you do pronounce it fuck. That's right. The mashup of like rave, noise, and just straight up weirdness on this compilation is so inspiring. That very powerful motivator of human existence, which is why not.
Righto, and this one, we don't know. I mean, you wouldn't know much about all these different artists, would you? This one's PZG.
All I know is PZG is playing. Oh, sorry, that's the thing I didn't get to. So I'm playing in Berlin at the Suckpuck label night. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Like the lineup is just insane. Duran, who I'm a really big fan of. Who's he's living in Berlin. They've got him playing, and so much gore shit, and there's just some really really amazing acts from all over the world that are coming to this Suckpuck night.
What do you know the date off the top of your head?
Yeah, it's the 5th of October.
5th of October. That's right. So that's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday, yeah, that's right.
All right, yeah, okay. Well, you never know. Like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if there are people listening either there or going to be breezing through or could.
Or tell a friend.
So there you go. Yeah, you should. And we'll listen to this now. PZG, this is Blood on the Vengeance Floor from Fuck the Borders via Various Artists 2 on Suckpuck Records out of Odessa, Ukraine. Catch Toecutter and everyone else tonight at Rave Church. Mate, have a beautiful trip. I'm stoked that you're getting to do this regularly and finding, of course, a super appreciative audience over there. It doesn't surprise me one bit. But it's good to see you down here, and you should breeze through more. Really hope that support happens with clipping. Just be fantastic if they can get out here. So we'll work on that.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. This is Blood on the Vengeance Floor on FBI.